I think we're good. Hey guys, FunnyGuyTimmy here. Last video I said I was going to be doing this right here, which is a shootout between the Audio-Technica 2020 and the most recent mic that I got for, I think it's a less than $30 microphone. The kit that I got came with all kinds of extra things. So I think the microphone itself is like 20 bucks. I think. But it is the Neewer NW-800. So we got the Neewer NW-800 and the Audio-Technica 2020. Last video I just did a review of the Neewer 800, and I was going to do a side-by-side comparison of the Audio-Technica, which the reason I'm doing this is because the Audio-Technica is it's kind of industry standard. It's one of the top choice $100 microphones. It's kind of Audio-Technica's flagship microphone. It's one that really put them on a map. I mean, for a lot of early voiceover people or anyone who started on YouTube, the Audio-Technica 2020 was a really good $100 microphone for people to buy, and it's really good quality. So it's just a real nice industry standard. A lot of people have this mic, and a lot of people have heard this mic. So it's a really good comparison. So what you're listening to, if I did this right, in your headset, you're going to be listening to the Neewer NW-800 on this side of the screen. For me, it's in this ear. Okay, I flopped it around because I'm trying to do it so that it's correct for you guys. And then on the other side, on this side of your ear, or on this ear, you're going to be listening to the Audio-Technica 2020. A little bit of a plosive right there. I'm trying to speak between them, trying not to do too much of a plosive. So wear your headphones. That way you can get a good idea of the two mics. And what I'll be doing later is I'll be, fidgeting with it. There's no compression on either one. I'm not doing any EQing, and I tried to set them to where their levels and their gain is pretty much where their audio is the same. I think on the Neewer NW-800, I actually had to turn the gain and the levels down a little bit. I think by like 2 notches on my mixer. So this is a slightly hotter mic. Oh. It's also way more sensitive, as you can hear. As opposed to the Audio-Technica, which is really not as sensitive. Barely hear anything. And I think a lot of that has to do with because of this microphone has a much thinner wall, and the pieces are much lighter and much thinner. So there's not a lot in between the handling noise and the mic itself. Just touch any part of this. You can just hear every piece of it. As opposed to the Audio-Technica, you gotta scratch the grill in order for it to hear anything. So it's just a cheaper microphone, but it's a more affordable microphone as well. So, again, this is a $100 microphone. This is a $20 microphone. Now, I've talked about the Audio-Technica 2020 before and how it is kind of a sharp, sibilant mic. It's kind of a bright microphone. It's one of the reasons that I don't like using it too much. It is one of my favorite mics. It's very durable, very rugged. If my other microphones go out, I'll be more than happy to use this microphone indefinitely. It's that good. I can do tons of great work with it. But it's not very flattering on my voice, and I like to find a microphone that I don't have to do as much EQing or as much tweaking to my audio. So, that's why I decided to go with my shotgun mic, because it complements the lower frequency or my lower register as opposed to my sibilance, which I just feel is just way too sharp in my voice. And that's why I'm not a big fan of the Neewer NW-800. It's much brighter than the Audio-Technica 2020, which means it's a lot sharper. Also, there's a lot of background noise, but you can edit out background noise. And I'll probably be doing a video later also talking about some of the newer microphones, Neewer. Is it Neewer or Newer? I have no idea. Neewer microphones. Talking about them and probably how you can fix the audio with the background noise and the EQing and stuff like that. Just in case you did get one and you needed to clean up the audio for whatever reason. Again, I do not recommend this for voiceover. As if you're doing a podcast, if you're doing Let's Plays, if you're doing YouTube videos, it's a totally fine microphone. It's totally fine, especially if you're not making any money off YouTube. If you're not making any money off YouTube and you don't have any training or any practice in voiceover and you can't really get into that industry out of the gate and you're just looking for a microphone, this is a totally legit buy. But if you're wanting to start a legitimate voiceover career and you need a microphone that's right at the bottom of acceptable audio, this is more than what you need. It's rugged, it's durable, it's a trusted brand, it's affordable, it's relatively affordable, and there's just so many people using this microphone. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch over to the individual mics so you could be able to hear like this one only in your headset. All right, right now we're just listening to the Neewer NW-800. The Audio-Technica is completely off. I already did a review of this one, so we're just listening to it just before I switch to this one in its entirety so you can get a better idea of how they compare, how they stack up. And again, as I said, this one is incredibly sharp and incredibly sibilant and it distorts the higher ends. Not a big fan of this microphone. But now we're switching over to the Audio-Technica 2020. This one was incredibly noisy and incredibly just hissy. Really nothing on this one. Now, what's my overall conclusion to the two microphones? I don't think they compare, really. I think this one is just a way better built, better quality microphone. It's worth $100. This one is probably worth the $20 to $30. I would say don't pay more than $30. I'd say like $20 is probably the max. But there you go. I'll let you guys decide for yourself. Again, this all depends on your situation, where you're recording, how much you have to spend, what you're planning on using it for, etc. and so forth. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. If you'd like to see me test any other microphones, leave them down in the comment section below. Links to both of these microphones will be in the description. So until next time, peace.